justifying the down payment. When you're offering an approximate and everything is positive, your goal is going to be to shoot a little bit higher. Now, there's a concept, there's a step that I call an honest approach, which is very crucial. So by the time you give them the exact, at least you're giving them an idea that the approximate and the actual total that you're going to give them are a little bit different. So for instance, let's say you give the client 150 to 220 and everything is positive, customer satisfied, customer has minimum of $200 available to use for insurance. So you're going to give them most likely 298. Now, before you give them the 298, you're going to have to use this honest approach because clients were making a decision, or actually they were considering 150 to 220. Now you're going to tell them it's 298. So one of the negatives is going to be them asking you what happened to the 150 to 220. Why is it so much higher than the 220? You gave me 220, now you're giving me 290. So they're going to feel like we're taking advantage of them. They're going to feel like we're doing something to offer them something higher. So an honest approach is simply, before giving them the exact total, you're going to tell the customer, look, sir, matter of fact, I'm running the information and the total is actually a little bit more than what we were discussing. By you telling them it's a little bit more, you're already letting them know that it's going to be higher than whatever you were discussing. So once again, you're going to tell them, sir, I have great news for you. Your monthly payment is going to be $70 a month. I'm running the total, but just to give you an idea, it's actually going to be a little bit more than the 150 to 220, but I don't want you to worry because I'll be giving you two different options and we're going to be comparing those options and we'll choose the best one. Sir, we're almost done. I'm running the information. The system is actually giving me a little bit more than the 150 to 220, but I don't want you to worry because we'll be reviewing two different options and I'll help you choose the best one. So simply by using an honest approach, you're letting them know ahead of time that the rate that you gave them before is not going to be exactly what you're going to give them now. Now that the rate is going to be a little bit higher than what you gave them, but not to worry because we have two options that we're going to be reviewing. So in a way, you're going to tell them there's a couple different options. I'm going to give you two options. We're going to choose the best one. So you're letting them know, you're being honest, you're being upfront that the total is going to be a little bit more, but you're letting them know also that you're going to give them multiple options. So for them not to worry, that we're going to help them and we're going to help them choose the best one. So use this honest approach right after you give them the approximate and you determine that the total you're going to give them is going to be higher than the approximate that you gave them. So once again, if you gave them 150 to 220 and you determine that you're going to go for 298, give them this honest approach before you give them the 298. So once again, sir, I have great news. We're going to keep the $70 a month. It seems like the total that the system is giving me is a little bit higher than the 150 to 220 that we were talking about, but I don't want you to worry because I'll be giving you two different options and we'll choose the best one. Now, after running the information, it seems like option one is 298, but once again, I don't want you to worry. We could actually go with 200 today, a balance of 98, or I have a different option where I could set you up with 198 total, but your monthly payment is going to be 130 instead of the $70 a month. So you're going to incorporate the option one, option two concept as well. It's going to be connected to the approximate of the initial, but it's important to give them an honest approach before you actually give them the total.